How's it going, everybody? We are kind of reacting to the live Strike Spot stream right now that they are about to test the Danger Room. It looks like they're going to do difficulty 8. They just said that they are going to let the chat sort of influence which characters they take, which mods they take, this, that, and the other. And we're going to see Danger Room, the first look of Danger Room. So super excited about this. Let's go hear what they have to say.
You can see here the danger tokens to equip your mods on the next run. You will start with 0. You're not going to start with a number of mods. You're going to have to go into this just with nothing equipped from the get-go. I think that was something that players were expecting to start with a certain.
All right, Danger Room comes out on the 22nd on Thursday. We'll be playing it live when it comes out for a long time. Probably right now is talking about the Danger Tokens. Danger Tokens are earned when you do a elite combat mission. My strategy when Danger Room comes out is I'm going to hunt elite combat missions, assuming I'm not going to clear. I'm going to accrue about 100, 150 of the Danger Tokens. I'll beat Danger Room, and then we'll see what kind of rewards we get.
And there are rewards as a part of the milestones. So I just want to give you a brief look at them. Again, these could change, but this is a kind of an idea of some of the stuff you can expect
Taskmaster
on a run of the Danger Room. So
12
just to make that crystal clear, the leaderboard rewards are going to have some cool cosmetic frames.
Okay.
And milestones are going to have some stuff in there. So you're definitely going to to be participating in the Danger Room.
What are those things on the right?
Let's go ahead and get going, huh? Let's hit the start run button. Yeah. So first thing that we're going to do,
500 L4s. Those rewards look tasty.
I'm going to give chat a very brief, like 10 seconds to give me some ideas of what you want to do. We have Thunderbolts, we have Vigilante, we have Starjammers. What do you guys want to roll with? I'm gonna give you a brief time before I throw it to Jose and Max
Modern,
to choose.
and Sable, and Punisher.
And Minions in the next one, for sure.
And the Ravagers.
The show.
Punisher and Hitmonkey, Vigilante. You know, the first one was Punisher and Hitmonkey. You know what? I'm gonna select those. This should be interesting. So let's get rolling here. The first thing we have is just a normal combat mission. You can see here kind of how the procedural generation works. We have Cloak, Firestar, and Gwenpool popping up. These are very loud sound effects.
Who is that Max person?
If they're too loud, please let me know.
He's a game developer. Yeah, you know him. He's
and we are on I want to know him. Developer build. So just FYI.
He does look like Hercules.
He's got the curls, man. Reason happen. That is the reason.
Scotty over here thirsting.
When all the new characters start showing up, then you'll know why.
So what I'll say, like the first 2 nodes, they're gimme nodes. Hopefully they remove the Illuminati. Actually, no. Hopefully they didn't remove the Illuminati node. Hopefully he's about to run into the Illuminati node on his next fight, because the characters he has right now will get ripped apart by the Illuminati team. Which, I mean, it would just be funny. It'd just be funny content for it to happen on stream to them.
2 of the most knowledgeable developers on this mode with you right now, so don't be shy.
Oh, and while we're talking about that, we did have a small team that also helped. So it wasn't just Max and I. So I want to make sure that, you know, that there is a team of people that put a lot of work to get this to you guys. Absolutely. So we're all really excited and really proud of what we're putting out. So hope you guys like it.
Yeah, you all-star engineers for sure. Producer, awesome. And then QA was hitting this thing pretty hard, finding all sorts of fun stuff, because we worked pretty fast, so we left lots of bugs for QA to find.
Yeah, I've been given like all the praise to those 2, because those are the 2 that like showed us the mode, but obviously the engineers worked very hard on this. This mode is like the opposite of Battle World in my opinion. Like it was like concept, dev, live. And we're going to see how that plays out. I think maybe Battle World had too many chefs in the kitchen there. I think that they probably did a better job here with Danger Room.
As the designers of this, what would be the most helpful?
What? I thought we were gonna ask the chat.
Yeah, I thought we were gonna ask chat.
We'll get stuff from chat too.
We'll get there. I mean, yeah, up and stand or immunity would be my guess. A lot of these things, like you're gonna want to be surviving the opening barrage. So up and down could work, but
also, Max is an endgame player. He plays in a big alliance for wars, and he's up there in Crucible, so he knows his shit. He does. Jose, actually, I don't know where Jose plays in the game, but I know Jose plays the game a lot too. They both love the game.
for this time. So we're gonna just go right into the next combat. You can see here we have
They didn't get the
Mysterio,
Illuminati.
Vulture,
Damn.
and Phantom X. What a lovely crew here.
I'm a rookie good streamer, but answering bendable in there, bendable straws. We did change a lot from when you play tested it a while ago. If you couldn't tell already, yeah, there's been lots and lots of changes. Envoy's got to play test the Starjammers initially, and they are still in there, but the other two teams have changed.
I got a question actually for you, Jose. Can you give some context about how UI concept has been developed over the days? I don't know if that means specifically on the Danger Room or just as your time.
That's correct. You cannot see the enemies until you load in. I believe when it does a fork in the road, once you make a selection, you can see the enemies. But if you see an elite mission and a regular mission, it's not going to tell you which elite mission or which regular mission is there until you commit to one path.
Someone else on the team brought up the idea of the Danger Room. So just start. Usually, what I start doing is just gather a bunch of reference. I found as much Danger Room stuff as I could find, and then just start throwing out ideas and refine until I take every minute I can. So just always trying to push it. Lots of reference and just working with. We have really talented team that I can run ideas by. Does this work? Do you like this better? Do you like that better? It's kind of it. Kind of high level.
Looks like we have another opportunity to get immunity. We also can get deflect and offense up, and looks like
Immunity
looks
for
like
sure.
the chat's actually wanting immunity this
For sure.
Let's
immunity.
pick that.
That's a good one.
We have a choice here, but I did want to ask real quick because Ned Panda asked, "What's the minimum commander level you need to be to play this new game?"
One maybe.
Max, do you want to take that one?
Yeah, I think it's 25.
That makes sense. Do cooldowns reset between fights in the Danger Room? No, you have to manage your cooldowns, and your life doesn't reset either.
Technically, you should be able to play this. You should be able to download Marvel Strike Force and play this maybe at the end of your first day, maybe the second day. And that difficulty 1 plus the rental system should let you get in there very quickly.
Cool. We have a choice.
If they don't take a care package, they're trying to lose. Okay, chat. If they don't go care package, they're trying to lose because you get two different options. Care package could be a third character, or it could be another rule to add on. Doing the combat just gets you milestone points. There's no reason. Ceci deleted my message. Wait, what? What a Ceci's a mod. Oh no, Ceci message was deleted by moderator. Okay, my bad. They did it. Okay, and they got a character. All right.
A choice of some characters here. So no vigilante characters, but we do have the choice of Rocket Raccoon,
down
Iron
Ceci.
Patriot, and Victorian.
There's no good option.
So there is a starting mod for Iron Patriot that makes him Thunderbolt, but we don't have enough, what do we call them? Danger tokens yet to have that on, so he might not be super useful yet.
Hey Valley Flying, how will XL cells be gained from the Danger Room?
Listen, the right call here is Victoria Hand, just because she's the best character here. But this is the nature of a roguelike mode. He didn't get to choose any vigilante character. If you got to choose a vigilante character, you would choose that character. You start building towards the vigilante team. So what ends up happening is you start working towards. Okay, let's see if they do the elite mission. Hold up, I'm gonna shut up. Let's go.
Very interesting. So you have an elite combat. You have
Can
a
you run
normal
this more
combat,
than
and
like
you have a heal.
as
I
many
don't think
times as you want?
Yes, this is like a scourge where you could just end it and start over, end it and start over. Which is why. So what I'm gonna do in the first bits, I'm gonna just run these elite missions over and over and over again. Beating an elite mission gives you danger tokens. And then you could start applying these like helpful scourges before the thing actually starts, which is why you can kind of build up to like an Uber run.
Elite in the chat.
overwhelmingly. All right, let's see what we get here. Doesn't look terrible. We do
You got
have
the
a
Illuminati.
Hank
Oh no, he didn't.
and
Oh,
a black
they took.
but we'll see how this.
They took Black Panther Shuri off of it. This node was not in the elite category before, and it smashed my face in whenever I had two characters. It was one of the nodes you can get from a regular combat. But there was multiple characters that had speed up on spawn, and they would just ruin me, even though I had diamonds on it. Anyway, I wish I could have showed you that gameplay. It was really fun. I had a lot of fun on the mode. I think a lot of people are going to enjoy it too.
That way we can take any feedback that we learn about the Danger Room and how players liked it, what they liked and didn't like, and then continue to iterate on that. So the fact that we're getting this out. And I mean,
Basic.
we talked about that in the video too. It's only been in development really for a few months. So I don't know if you guys have anything to add to that.
No, that's right. Yeah, it's only really
see the
been
danger
in
token right here?
development for a couple.
That's why you spam these. So if this was difficulty 10, he actually gets 10 of these. And so you're able to equip these like really helpful buffs as you keep going.
That's just kind of how game development works, especially on a live game. And so being able to get it into your hands, into Envoy's hands faster in the player council, and like kind of get that feedback loop started earlier is kind of the goal here.
Yeah, because I mean, the players are going to find all sorts of things that we won't find, so it's good to get it out there, and then iterate and iterate and iterate, and that's one of my favorite things to do. Right? It's never really truly finished.
For sure. I do want to point out, since we did an elite combat, you can see the golden X token here, and that's going to carry over to the next run. Not this pink currency here, but the yellow currency. I think, are those danger tokens, Max? You're gonna have to correct me if I get that wrong.
Yeah, danger token on the yellow, combat token on the purple.
And we'll have another choice of mods here. So let's see. We have Energy Vampire. Allies gain ability energy when attacking targets that have bleed. On enemy turn, if that character has bleed, fill speed bar by 5% for all allies. That's Frenzy. And then finally we have Speed Jammers. So on spawn, fill speed bar for star jammer allies by 3% for each ally on the field. That doesn't necessarily help the build that we're going right now for speed jammers, but that is an interesting one. I kind of feel like
I like Frenzy.
Either Frenzy or Energy Vampire would obviously be the most helpful. I like the 5% speed bar though.
I think the characters die too fast.
Yeah, we don't have a bleed build yet, but if it's forcing us that way, then might have to try to get a bleed build going.
All right, let's take Frenzy then.
Punisher
Saw
does
a couple
bleed,
people in the
Himaki
chat
does
take
bleed.
Frenzy. Oh, look at this. We have 2 care packages
One's
to
character,
decide
one's a
from.
role. Let's get a character.
I mean,
Daredevil.
I guess left or right would be the choice here.
Daredevil.
Chat, which one do you want to go for? One could have characters. They both could have characters. You never know.
If you're not right, you're wrong.
Left. Okay.
If you're not right, you're wrong.
Let's go in.
Oh,
we do have more characters.
Silver Sable.
We got the right character too.
We did.
Oh,
yeah. I mean, I know who I would pick, but what are you guys thinking in the chat here? We have Taskmaster, interesting. Sable. Scrolling down just basically shows you the rental.
So the ones you can claim
can
are the ones that are
rent
actually
a
in your
character
roster?
or take them directly from your
Yes.
roster. I
Yes,
think in
sorry.
this scenario at least.
So the ones you can
So like
claim
your
are-
own roster.
Yes. So like if this was my Silver Sable, she'd only be 5 stars here.
Okay.
Yeah, if it was my Taskmaster, he'd be 3 diamonds. The rental characters, so it looks like this is maybe where they're going to start at, where the rental characters are going to be 6 red stars. It's kind of cool. You can only rent 5 characters a day. It's going to reset at the daily reset, okay? So keep that in mind. Don't like use rentals day 1 right away.
Okay.
Go ahead. What's your question?
So you can run it multiple times, but you won't be able to get the rental characters as you do it multiple times in a day?
Exactly. So like honestly, I think the rental characters are kind of a waste until the rental characters could be hit or miss. Like if you can rent super maxed out characters, then you would wait until it's like the final day and you've gathered all your danger tokens, you've equipped a bunch of these really cool advantageous packs before the game actually like the map loads, and then you would use rental characters if they're good. The rental characters that we saw in the playtest were worse than what my characters on my live roster would be.
Okay.
Rents are stronger than yours. I'm not sure, Roos. If rentals are stronger, then that actually adds another layer of strategy to Danger Room, which I think would be really cool. Hopefully the rentals are really strong.
Blitz spot.
Also, people
Noted. That was a great suggestion.
Is there a leaderboard for this thing, I assume?
There is a leaderboard, but it's only for cosmetics. It's for frames.
Oh, that's cool.
Let's hear. See how much damage we could do. We did get rid of a couple, so that's very helpful.
And so it's like Scourge, where all of the ability energy and all the health of your characters persist to the next level. So unless you're getting a lot of ability energy back, you might not have that ult to open up the next one.
I don't think we will.
Cooldowns. Yeah.
Oh, that hurt.
It reminds me a lot of Mystic
All
Mayhem.
right, let's do.
Really?
Oh man.
Remember that mode
Part
where
of me
like you had
wants
to
to do
pick
the
characters
special-
and buffs along the way? Same thing with DC Worlds
Yeah,
Collide.
yeah, those are roguelike modes. This is kind of
Yeah.
like that, but there's a lot more to it, and there's a lot more because of the turn-based aspect of our game. It's going to be way different.
Yeah.
Also, I'm just noticing right now, difficulty 7, the characters are melting.
Can you reset this node?
You get back out. Yeah, you get back out and retry.
Okay.
Wanna get
Okay.
the normal gameplay feel here.
Why'd you
So we
say
did
this
lose
mode
Iron
would be
Patron.
bad for me?
That's all right.
Because it's going to take you too long to make decisions. But if you
That's
just
not true.
okay, if you go in and you just accept this run is going to be just pure chaos, and I'm going to try and get as much as I possibly can for the danger tokens, you will have a really fun final run here.
Yeah. The fact that I can do it over and over again means I won't take as long, you silly goose.
Okay, fine.
Even free to play, I'd say if they're engaged, or should be able to get all the way through to the end there. I mean, we'll put it to the test. Let me know how fast free to play can get through there. And then the other reason is that you're guaranteed a rare modifier when you do an elite, whereas if you do a normal combat, you won't see that.
For sure.
Yes, Ludwig.
Duelam, how dare you spoil the fun with that one. Maybe we can get that one soon. I did see another question here to talk about real quick. How long does the danger room last each time it comes around? I think at least the first one is going to be 2 weeks. Obviously that could change over time, but I believe the first one is going to be 2 weeks. Now we do have 3 choices here. Here's the thing. Quality steal and incapacitate. So quality steal looks interesting to me because it kind of helps the bleed build that we already started. So I did see a couple people say steal, so let's go ahead and do that. And now again, we have 3 choices to choose from. More care package.
It'll never make sense to spam combat missions until you're doing your final run. When you're doing your final run and you're trying to get as much milestone points as possible, then it makes sense. While you're building up, grab as many care packages as you possibly can and do as many elite missions as you can and just build sort of your capabilities up.
And
Would you say
here we go.
people
We did
that
not get a character
have
that-
like bigger rosters, especially people that buy characters on the newer teams, will have an advantage because they can use bigger characters as they progress?
100%, yeah.
Okay.
When everything is said and done and you farmed up a lot of danger tokens, the difference between a big spender who buys a lot of characters and somebody who at least got the free-to-play bare minimum unlock isn't going to be as drastic as, say, like a Scourge mode. Because we're going to get to like put raid mode stuff on. We're going to get to do extra damage and stuff. And then it depends on the RNG of which sort of buffs and which characters you get along the way for your final run. This is not... definitely spending on characters is going to help you compete better in this mode. It's not going to guarantee you a win. Get wrecked, Ceci. Nerd.
And you can see here we don't have any heals. So we're not going to be able to heal. If we would have stopped at a healing station along the way, this is how you could heal a character. And you can also see here, it does just cost the 50. Which
So we're
you'll be
gonna go
able to
into this with 3 people and one of them's halfway dead.
Yeah,
One of them is silver
I'm more
stable.
scared of the endgame Thanos, to be honest,
Yeah.
than anything.
Like when you accidentally drop them below 50%.
Oh, and I put them beside each other. What a smart move.
Got the
Big
immunity,
brain
though.
plays today.
The immunity on spawn. Help
All right, let's see if we can take some of those buffs. And we do. Perfect. And I think we want to try to flip these.
Difficulty 7,
Okay.
too easy, path.
Scroll immediately. Put them back on. Oh, no.
Oh.
Punisher, stay alive, buddy.
Stun trauma.
Yeah, see, we're difficulty 8. We can survive that.
Oh, here comes the...
Oh, here we go.
Okay, Punisher lived. No!
Ah, no.
Punisher, you are not long for this world, my
Path
friend.
is trying his
Oh.
best.
All right, well, I think we're going to get by, but it wasn't exactly the way...
Path did his best to die there. Why would you go for the Thanos like that? What?
Get some more danger tokens. So at least if we
This comes
fail,
out Thursday or
maybe
Friday?
when we fail.
Thursday. Comes out on the 22nd. 5 p.m. I'm going to
You
be
stream-
streaming
you
if you want to hang out.
It comes out during the day or in the evening?
In the evening. Event time.
Okay, I'll be on.
Nice.
There we go.
Oh.
This is interesting.
Ooh.
How does Monkey's Paw on hit Monkey's turn? If this character has any dead allies, revive one dead ally. Apply offense up, defense up, and speed up to all enemies. So I imagine that we would have to have the character die in combat.
Yes.
That's how it works, right?
Yeah, I won't bring back the other past ones. Also, shout out to the combat designer that spent like all night one night trying to get this to work. It was it was just supposed to be for Hitmonkey, but it's gonna carry forward to the next runs of the event because he spent so much time on it.
We got some chatters
Definitely
wanting the
Monkey
Monkey's
Paw,
Paw,
yeah.
so let's take it. And now we actually have a good opportunity here to kind of refuel. So we have the shop. If we go in to the shop here, we have a selection of characters, and we'll also...
He's got the Daredevil and the Electro. He's got all of them. He could buy the entire Vigilante team. He just needs to find a way to revive his Punisher, and he might beat this on his first run.
Allies cannot gain trauma.
Are these
Each
rental
non-Hitmonkey
characters?
Vigilante.
No, the characters that you get in the shop, you can. If he scrolls down, there's going to be rental characters.
Oh, okay.
But the characters, anytime you're buying it with the purple material, this is his characters.
Sweet.
This
looks like
We
fun.
have to take...
Yeah, it is going to be fun. Listen, it's going to be really fun when you first play it. I do think that there is going to be a breaking point. If they don't buy the two... Okay, there he goes.
Cards.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the more complex the icon is, like usually the more high level the card will be.
Ah.
Okay, so we could really stock ourselves back up here.
Wow. Get them all.
I mean,
Yeah,
so I guess really the question is, do we take Songbird or do we choose another one of these mods? I'll let the chat.
You did Songbird. She's fast.
One note on the combat tokens as well is that unlike Scourge, so there is efficiency for this. All of those combat tokens are going to convert into extra points on the bonus, on the boss. And so if you want to grind for the leaderboard rewards, and if you want to get that top spot, then you're going to be going through runs and making sure to not buy all of these things and try to buy as few extra mods and characters as you can and still get through on the top difficulty. So there should be some replayability there as well.
Oh, his Punisher's still alive?
I feel like we have to throw Electra in for that, for the extra monkey.
Wait, is his
Yeah, I
Punisher
think
alive?
there was a
You got any
visual
deal?
display thing there with Punisher, but Punisher was out.
That's true.
His Punisher died. He needs to find a
Would
healer.
the
That's fine.
cleanse work
Visual.
through
He said
trauma?
it's visual.
I don't know if the mod would allow you to cleanse. Look at this! What?
I don't think it would, no. Oh my
Yeah, this is
god.
awesome.
Look at the amount. I just think this is really funny to me. Let's save the olds. We're gonna have a bunch of hit monkeys taking turns here in a second. Let's.
He healed.
Um,
Why is he not using his Punisher?
Does each Hitmonkey res? That is...
Oh, I thought he said it was a visual bug.
Let's find out.
Let's stun. The other thing worth noting here is, and I think Max,
There are-
you and I had briefly talked.
So we already saw rewards things. First of all, there's cosmetics for the leaderboard stuff, but we saw really, really good rewards on the milestones, which I think you're not going to get unless you complete difficulty 10 pretty well. Because I think I saw that it was 100,000 or 100 million points, which you'll only get if you beat the boss.
Bolt away and special away without worrying about it.
What about their levels? Do they match your character levels?
It depends on the clone. Sometimes they are nerfed. I think the monkeys are nerfed a little bit. Someone alluded to another combat mod with a clone in the chat a while back. That one's a buffed up one. So yeah, it kind of depends on the mod.
This is the first time I'm seeing the monkeys in a barrel mod, and I
It's a
think
really
that it
overpowered
is great.
It's really
Yeah.
overpowered.
Okay,
There's
so
one
we have
more
some
there.
more options here. On Vigilante Ally block, that character gains offense up. On crit, apply bleed. I think that one might be the winner here, but
Yeah, the bleed for sure.
and then we have the on barrier, all allies barrier yourself for 10%. Do the clones have ISOs?
We should check on the next round, but I don't think they do.
All right, bleedy crits. Okay, now we
Heal
have
Punisher.
an interesting option, but I feel like the chat's gonna want to just keep plowing ahead. We have the option to take a heal if we wanted to, so we can have the full vigilante team here, or we can just keep going with combats.
Keep going, man.
We haven't seen the UI yet for heal, so it might be
Heal.
worth
Alright.
just showing it off.
Let's go in then. So this is how the healing station is gonna work. So if we had more of these tokens, we could potentially get more health packs, but we get a free claim of 50, and then that's all we're going to be able to do here. But you can kind of see how that would actually work. We'll keep going. Oh, I think at this point we got to take the elite.
Yeah, elite combat.
Let's take the elite. All right, we got Apocalypse.
This is out in 2 days, Chris. It comes out on Thursday.
And a normal hold. So let's take out Songbird, and let's heal our Punisher. So we'll go back here. Let's do. I kind of want to change the
Raider
way I have these.
Just to answer, Roggles, are the heals run specific?
Tell me Pat doesn't play the game still when he's changing the ISOs, okay? He clearly still plays the game. I mean, he didn't change Daredevil Modern. We'll give him a slight pass just because he's under a lot of pressure streaming right now. But, actually, no. Pat, get your game right, bud.
Lose it.
Go.
All right, let's see how this goes here. That should give APOC some turns. Oh, Punisher! Not long for this world. Again,
Monkey will
we
bring him
just
back.
healed him. Okay.
Let him die. Monkey
We
will bring him
gotta
back.
go after Archangel because he's about to take a turn. So we'll get the stun on him.
Not using stun charm on Apocalypse is a wild thing to
He's
do.
controlled, so APOC is also about to take a turn. Maybe we can get some flips on APOC.
Come on,
Oh,
Punisher. Hoping
alright,
he pulls
here we
through,
go.
man.
Let's stun the Red Hulk. I think we're gonna make it through, but that didn't feel very good at the beginning there.
Oh, you're
But
about to take
our monkeys in the barrel, they're coming through for us.
Yes. That's amazing.
All right, we slid by.
Oh my god. So many monkeys.
Can you cancel and retry? No.
The pink tokens do not roll over from run to run. Only the yellow tokens can be used beforehand. Pink tokens will zero out.
To change, or will it aesthetically stay the same?
I mean, I think we're keeping the Danger Room theme, right? Like, but we've set it up in a way where we can change the theme. So 6 months from now, if you want to completely change it, we're not in Danger Room, we're in, Asteroid M or whatever. Like, we have the ability to do it on the fly, which is nice. And we've set up where most of the art can be changed without a client release. So that's pretty
Nice. So if you guys didn't hear what Jose just said, is that it's Danger Room right now, and that's kind of the plan. But if they wanted to, they could change the theme. So maybe like when Annihilus is out, they could change to some sort of Annihilus theme where we're going through the negative zone. That could be cool.
Yeah. And I think as far as being in the Danger Room, that's kind of like this initial rule set. We're probably going to stick around in the Danger Room, but we have other ideas for other funky rule sets that might be involved in that iteration forward. And so there might be other roguelike or roguelite, I guess, kind of modes that take place in other spots that might be rethemed as well. But TBD.
Okay. Quick thing. God Zuki Devin asked the question if you're going to be using preset characters or characters from your own roster. You are going to be using characters from your own roster. However, you can rent characters, and those rental characters will scale depending on the difficulty you
Definitely therapy. Holy shit, they made a scourge that you can't gain trauma and they called it therapy. Tell me that the developers who did the flavor text on this aren't cool people, okay? There's a rule called therapy that makes it so you can't gain trauma. I love it. That's great. That's dad humor.
Cooldowns from node to node. I think that would be up to you, Gorilla Dan. Ultimately, if you want to be able to continue.
Will there be seasons if this goes well? Right now they plan on doing a Danger Room once a month.
All right, we have the Silver Sable ult here. I'm gonna special though.
Yeah, you kind of got the one of the best builds you can get very early
oh my
on.
god.
We might have to try difficulty 10 next, since you're so good.
Let's not get.
Yeah, I honestly I don't know why they did difficulty 7 or 8 when they have 6 red star characters. I would have went straight to 10.
And Barrel's monkey.
Although you did see some of his characters die pretty early on, right? So it definitely snowballs if you're getting lucky. And he did get lucky by getting 5 vigilante characters. Make no mistake, that's lucky to get a full team. Okay, so he definitely got lucky in that regard. But yeah, I would still go difficulty 10. My 5-star characters are going straight to difficulty 10.
Okay, Daredevil took that hit. Let's go ahead and ult here.
Yeah, if they go difficulty 10, they die like node 2, it'd look pretty bad, right? So I get it. It's smart to go down a little bit.
Do they have their like raid buffs right now, or is it just?
No, they do not have the raid buffs right now. If he gets enough danger tokens, there is a pact he can equip that would turn raid rules on.
Cool.
Who beat this, and if so, comes back around, are the rewards going to change or be the same? So I think the ending would be like up to the player, right? I mean, if you want to do a bunch of runs of this, even after you get all the milestones, if you do, then you could continue running this until it ends like that.
On spawn, apply defense down to all enemies. Sable will kill everybody all the time. Definitely this. Ooh, hit monkey allies, gain assists now. That's kind of dope too. I think I would do defense down. And
they're going to be launched every month. So for half of the month, you should be able to play a Danger Room. Going forward, we might end up doing more often. That's kind of part of the initial iteration that we want to get it in the player's hands, see what the appetite is for how often you want to play it. Like the more often we run it, kind of the more diluted the rewards seem to be as well. So that's something to take into account. And then also the more play time it is. So we wanted to start safe with a month and then go from there.
Can I get an answer as to whether the purple XLs awarded for victory is predetermined or just proficiency or I guess efficiency play a role? I think the XLs are determined by milestones and leaderboards, right? Unless you're talking about something else.
I'm gonna rate off. Do I rate up to them
I think
or
it's
to
milestones and leaderboards for the XLs. And
let's rate off to them.
One note on the milestones is most of the points. You'll see that we don't have very many points yet. Most of the points that you get are actually from beating the final boss. And so to get that 10th milestone, you need to beat the hardest boss on the 10th difficulty. So you do need to actually beat it all, unlike Scourge. And then the leaderboard rewards are more cosmetic focused. Wow.
We are not having a good time with this scroll here. Oh, uh-oh.
Oh.
All right. This is what I was talking about earlier.
Oh,
with
that's
the
okay.
dead
You can
build.
skip past that.
I can skip past that? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I think I might be stuck here.
Scroll
right
right That's the perfect time to end this.
restart?
All right, guys, that was their first Danger Room run. What Max said was super important. You got to beat difficulty 10 and beat the boss to get the final milestone. I cannot wait. I cannot wait for Danger Room. I'll be playing it Thursday. For now, stream, I'm going to be rating off to those guys. Go hang out with them. I'm sure they're going to do multiple runs. They're going to now run over and show you the Danger Room tokens. So have fun. Tell them I say what up, and whoever you end up with, keep the train rolling. Marvel Strike Force community is the best, and hopefully this game is going to be enjoyed by most people. All right, guys, have yourselves a wonderful day, and I will see you guys tomorrow for stream. Bye, everybody. People on YouTube, bye. All right, guys, by the time I came back, they were wrapping up, so I'm just going to answer some of the questions that they were asked, but I'm going to do it a little bit faster to save you guys some time. These danger tokens, the yellow graphic that you see here, this is going to persist through all of your runs for this release of the event. So this event starts on the 22nd. It's going to have 14 days, they said, and anytime you get these danger tokens from beating the elite missions, they'll stay with you for this run. So say I earn 10 on my first run of this event, and I use 10 for run 2, I'm still going to get those 10 danger tokens back. But when the 14 days are up, those danger tokens are going to zero out, and in a month from now, when we get the second Danger Room, we have to rebuild them. And the reason for that is pretty obvious, is because there's going to be a leaderboard for this event. And that leaderboard, though a cosmetic, I think a lot of people are going to want to fight for this. And it looks like there's also going to be milestone points that people will be fighting over for the leaderboards too, so they can't have that material carry over every single time. Also, by the way, that little canister, I had asked that, like, what is that? This is just a new image for milestone points for whatever the Danger Room event is going to be. There were people saying that there's going to be absolutely 0 rewards for this event. Well, check this out. This is 12 Armory 20 orbs, as well as a bunch of intel. We got some diamond orbs. We get a whack load of crimson gear. Obviously, there's some good stuff for doing this. It was also disclosed during the video, but at the end as well, that to get milestone 10 rewards, you have to beat difficulty 10, and you have to beat the boss. This is not going to require a cracking team. This will require time grinding out some of those danger tokens and doing like a big run where you turn on raid rules and you have extra speed and this, that, and the other. And I'm going to have so much fun kind of breaking through this mode and talking about that. So I think that that is going to be very exciting and very fun. There was conversations about the final boss, that we didn't get to see the final boss on any of their attacks here. They didn't make it that far. They did try to do difficulty 10 after I had left, and they got demolished. They got demolished on the 4th node because Pathfinder tried to do one of these elite missions, and he only had 3 characters, and there was an it was funny. It was a good time. It showed, like, if you try and overextend what your roster capable of, you're probably gonna get wrecked. Besides that, what else did they ask? Oh, the final boss is what it is now, but apparently they're gonna have some cool stuff coming down the pipeline in the future, which is very exciting. So it's not just gonna be, you know how, like, there's the Doctor Strange Heartless was a raid boss. I think it was on the Incursion 1, and that's all it was. Well, there's gonna be some flavor coming our way, which I think is pretty cool. The care package, there was questions about these buffs, like, is there any hidden mods? And they did disclose that depending on the characters you take, the mod pool will change. So in this, we saw them take a lot of vigilante-based mods. But if he had grabbed Cyclops, and he gave us a big hint. If you grab Cyclops and Havoc, and you have them both to be able to be used on the nodes, you might get some interesting different mods. So that's something that I would definitely try. It's like, oh, maybe it's going to be like the bros or something, and maybe they'll get like a dad bro thing where if they get a crit, they get speed bar, or they'll do assists off each other, whatever the case may be. There's going to be like flavor scourges or care packages, whatever you want to call this, mods that will be unlocked depending on the character that you get. So this is going to be full of Easter eggs. It's going to be full of fun. I'm super excited about this. I really enjoyed this playtest. I think they did a good job. I think the only way we would have seen all aspects of this is if you got like a try-hard nerd like me on there, and I was not listening to chat. And I was just going and being like, you guys talk, I'm just going to play, and you guys discuss what's happening. I would be going too fast. There's actually a lot of meat on the bones here in Danger Room. I'm going to be super excited to play it with you. I will be playing it with you guys on the 22nd. I've already discussed it with the wife. She can take care of the kids, and I'll be streaming this basically all night. We're going to get that final milestone. We'll see what we have to do for a free-to-play Thunderbolts to be able to get through this. That's right. My 3-star reworked Thunderbolts, I'll be using them in the Danger Room to see what sort of time commitment is needed for a free-to-play team to get to milestone 10. I hope you enjoy that content. If you do and you enjoy this content, make sure you leave a like, share with your friends, and subscribe to the channel. Let me know what you guys think about Danger Room. But for now, take care, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye. That's it for the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Stay happy, healthy, have fun, and I'll see you in the next one.